You are live. Mm. Mm. We'll just put that there. Alright, that's good, that's good. Everything's working. We can chill out, play some video games while having a little chat, shall we? You gonna spoil Spooderman? Probably. If maybe just a little bit. Character ready. I'm gonna go for a strong name. This is the man that you don't fuck with. Violent Past, that's what I usually go with, I think. Or Lone Survivor. Yeah. MauLer! How y'all doing? We're not gonna stream for long, okay? Because I gotta go to sleep, wake back up to help someone with something for a couple of hours, then go back to sleep, then wake up and do EFAP, so... Jesus, MauLer put some clothes on. Just letting the beast out, you know. So yeah, we'll do an hour and a half to 2 hours. Alright. Make chimp noises for 10 seconds. I'm afraid I can't. It's against the laws of long. Don't know who we could get to do that. Maybe Metal? I think he'd be on board. Hopefully the volume is balanced well enough. I guess we're about to find out. The Forbidden Woods is cringe, that is all. Yeah, let's hope I don't have to deal with that before we just decide to sort of eat her out, as you do. Flopping his Longman Beast out, oh my. Favorite villain? Are you referring to good old Hondo? Because, if we're going strictly from who is present in the movie, then... I mean, it's kind of hard not to go with Green Goblin, man. I'm just saying, you know, it's pretty cool. Ah! Must get health back. Alright, good enough. Gotcha! Remember, this is the first challenge in the Bloodborne race to actually be able to hit this guy in the back. Get him. Blot him right out. How many times have you beaten Bloodborne? Oh, so many times. So many times. Enjoy it. It's a fun game. When's TFA Pot 7? Oh. What can I say other than be on the way? In fact, this last set of months has been a bit taxing because I've been working on a video full time. At the same time, I've done more voice acting for that Ant game than like ever. Double the amount I'd already done over the 2 different parts. And then obviously becoming the co-host of Real BBC and Open Bar. So getting it all balanced right out has been a tough one. But I am not averse to lots and lots of work. That's probably why, by the way, that it's been a little bit quiet EFAP-wise for this Crimbus. That plus a lot of the people who can sort the stuff out, obviously they got the December Christmas stuff happening. Which is what ends up happening, innit? You and your loved ones. It's disgusting. But you know, also fair. Challenge 1, Fist the Werewolf. Complete! Very true. thoughts on Elden Ring. I'm afraid I don't really know much of anything about it. I saw the trailer and I was like, alright, let's do it. I'll probably play when it comes out, assuming I don't end up the same way as, good old Sekiro. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it? I just, like, somehow didn't play it. Oh, wait, let's go back to the Hunter's Tree. Gonna get me a wee app on. Seriously, though, Bloodborne, best game ever. It's definitely one of my favorites of all time. Though, if you watched me, Metal, and Fringy race it, all those, we got so many streams. I think I did a lot of Super Chat catch-up while playing Bloodborne, actually. We have a few complaints, you know, just a couple here and there. Oh wait, where's me weapons? I need them. I'm rewatching the EFAP movie Lord of the Rings vids right now, and they are just spectacular. Cheers, MauLer. I am glad you like them. We were very happy to make them. Took a while to edit those. And so much copyright. Holy shit, man. Do you know that's the second upload of the Return of the King one? Because the other one got taken down forever. But it is fun. We're probably going to do more of them, you know, like Lord of the Rings ones eventually, because I don't see why not. All new cast. Talk about all kinds of new things. Maybe make a little less weed jokes, you know? Cool. MauLer, why are you awake? That is a great question. That is an excellent question, honestly. Not Fade Away is one of my favorite endings to a TV show ever. Angel cements its place in my heart. It's my favorite ending to a story. And that's up against some stiff competition, but, you know, it's just that good. Rip EFAP broke into civil spurgery, press F. Listen, just because I do a stream without Rags and Fringy does not mean EFAP has fallen to shreds. In fact, y'all gonna see us tomorrow. We're gonna talk about a certain spood. Because, you know, this is that movie that came out. You guys are all talking about it, right? Have you seen Spooderman? I have seen Spooderman. No, you're amazing. Some dude previously dressed as a cool youth pastor outfit / a hoota must a hoonta must hoont. Hi Saturday, happy Saturday, long hoonta. Yeah, it is Saturday for me now, I guess. But got plenty of time to prepare for the old fappins. No worries there. But yeah, the cool youth pastor thing was pretty funny. I enjoyed that. And the "No, you're amazing" stuff, yeah, it was good. Hey MauLer, it's been a minute. Can't wait to catch up. Just graduated Army basic training. Now I'm in artillery school. Damn. I'm assuming is that artillery school? Do you just learn about the weapons? Do you use the weapons? And is it mainly like larger weapons? Artillery, they say. Pretty cool, man. Hope you're doing good. I, on the other hand, am getting very sleepy and have decided to play a video game while chatting with you all. Because we got a big stream coming soon enough. Ah! You know, between you and I, everyone watching this, if everyone turns up who said they wanted to and was invited, we got a 9-person stream tomorrow. And we're just gonna chronologically go through Spundo, No Way Home, with a whole selection of mixed opinions, you know? Got some hatred, got some love, got some mixed. So, yeah, who knows what'll happen. Would be wonderful. Did the events of the stupid Loki show factor into No Way Home's story? I guess so, in the same way it factors into everything. Though, like, there's no reference to it in terms of... Think of, like, Doctor Strange being like, oh, it was only recently that the multiverse is blah blah blah, because it's to do with Loki, but if Loki didn't exist, I'm I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be thinking, man, there's like a whole bit missing here, because they mention a whole different bunch of universes in Doctor Strange's movie. So I don't know that Loki even is a blip on the radar, or has to be, you know? But at the same time, I suppose Loki could be incorporated to explain why it's going all wibbly-wobbly as well, because the TVA can't control the timelines anymore, I guess. Hey, Longman, is there a game outside your comfort zone you're considering trying? Outside my comfort zone? I don't really have games that are outside my comfort zone. Yeah. Oh, that should have staggered him, shouldn't it? That looked like his back. That one definitely not. Oof. But yeah, the first time I play video games, don't often do that on stream. Shit. No. So like, you see me playing a lot of the games that I'm familiar with because I can stream them without having too much trouble. Like, I can talk to you guys and stuff. There you go. And, you know, play them relatively competently compared to someone who doesn't know what's going on. Bloodborne's a game, like, that, I'm almost just frustrated I don't get a level select and play against Maria and Kos over and over again. And Ludwig to a degree. To a degree. I gotta work my ass off to get to them. And, I have more trouble with the environments than I do the bosses at this point. Just because, I mostly out-level the bosses. And not in, like, a farming way. Like, it's usually because I just know how to get through these worlds now. But Gascoigne will be fun. We will definitely attack the old man. Do a cleric beast scream? I want to hear it. You know what? I appreciate the investment in having me do that, but I think not only would it sound like ass if I tried, but I don't think I can do that at all. They scream really loud. I don't even think metal could do that. So, you know, so sorry. Perhaps me fighting the cleric beast will be close enough. You'll be able to hear him make the sounds himself. Hello. Man, you'd think they'd, like, hit me with the butt of their gun. They'd be like, go away. Oof, where am I? See. Pretty losing track. How did that happen? MauLer. Have you heard who is going to appear in Hawkeye? And we will possibly get an EFAP covering it similar to the other shows. Oh, the only way that's happening is if I was to watch Hawkeye. And I think that there's enough there to have conversations on, and then force Fringy and Rags to watch it, because I don't think they're watching it on their own accord at this point. Fringy watched episode 1, maybe 2? He said he was very unimpressed. So, you know, Hawkeye and Eternals are like the sign of things to come for us in EFAP and Marvel. Like, you'll only see us covering particular things now. Like No Way Home. We're all very invested in good old Spood. We ain't so invested in good old Eternals slash... Or, well, I say we're not invested in Hawkeye. We kind of are, but like, not whatever that show is. Because like, I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't know. But I will watch it. Give it its fair due. Same for Eternals one day. But after like Fringy gave me his take on Eternals, I was like, I ain't touching that fucking thing. Not in the cinema, you know. But, yeah, that's gonna be how it kind of goes now. So we may do a Hawkeye episode. Not sure. Hey Mutually, I was going to sleep, but guess I'm watching Bloodborne now. Also, hi. Oh. Hello there. Don't worry. You can go to sleep to the sound of me answering questiones. There's streams like this where I can get closer to the microphone and just calm down. Because there's no big old show. There's no making sure everything's working, because it's nice and simple. And I don't even have to change audio levels for different guests. It's just me. Eh. This is working very well. Oh, damn, that actually got me. I was kind of, like, hoping my, oh, I forgot the name of it now. The thing that gets you your blood back. Feast? Fast? Frenzy. That's it. Kind of hoping to win out on that one. I rarely catch you live. Wanted to say thank you for the Go Game of Thrones videos. They've been therapeutic for me after the disastrous Season 8. Thanks, man. I appreciate hearing that. The amount of work that went into that episode 5 one was insane. And I realized, like, once it was done, I was not going to be doing it again for another episode, especially with so little to work with. But in retrospect, I look forward to returning to Game of Thrones one day. And it's going to be to basically slaughter that last episode, but with the context of having seen the show again and just going through everything we lost as a sort of part 2 to that episode 5. But it's just not right now, because I got very burnt out on working on Game of Thrones. Which in a way does happen for Star Wars. But as you guys know, we haven't talked Star Wars now since Mando Season 2, which was more than a year ago, I think? I don't remember. I think the finale came out in something like December. I'm not sure. Well, either way, we're getting Book of Boba Fett soon enough, and we can talk about blasters, stormtroopers. It's gonna be great. Now, give me back my souls. Whoever's got them. Yeah, I regret everything. There he was. That little bastard. You know what? We'll just try and rush to Gascoigne. It'll be more fun that way. Boom, boom. Where are we? Actually, there we go. As someone who has played 15 hours of Elden Ring, it earned my anticipation for full release. It combines the best mechanics from all 3 DS games. Wow. Now that sounds interesting. Obviously Metal will pick it up. I wonder if Fringy will. I don't know. I just find myself super busy to the point where I'm like, can I put aside all the time I need to play that? And then would I want to stream it? Because streaming it would be fun with all of the deaths and shenanigans and stuff. But it would also slow me down in terms of completing it. You know, lots to consider. I'm sure you guys would want me to stream it though. Was it the big new Dark Souls game? Boom, boom, boom. Did we race Dark Souls 1 to completion? I can't even remember anymore. But check my past streams. I think we did. Have you heard about Star Wars Eclipse, an upcoming David Cage Star Wars game that should be good for a laugh? I've heard of it. I just didn't look into it at all. I heard Fringy say it was like a cinematic trailer or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay. I'll see more once they do more. Yeah. But hey, you know, I'm as ready as you guys are for more good Star Wars content. MauLer vs. Rags. Rags vs. Metal. Scores of friends, now foes. Oh, whoa. The long man retreats to the isles beneath the cover of brethren's scattered faps. I'm assuming that's a reference, because I don't quite get it. But I feel like you've written it from something else. I'm on to you, Grape. Yes. What do you think of the game Hollow Knight? I thought it was great. I just never finished it, and I didn't continue the drive, I guess, of wanting to do it. But from what I saw, I thought it was fucking top-notch. Good stuff. I think my newest memory of it, actually, is, having watched Fringy play it. On stream, getting frustrated fighting the bosses and stuff, but eventually becoming very elated as he defeated them in the marketplace of ideas. Now, will I survive this moment? Find out. Oh, fuck. That tag from the guy in the back just screwed up everything. I was hoping I'd get him with that initial strike. But they shoot so fast and you get staggered for so long. It's so horrifying. Yeah, Hollow Knight, cool. Okay, my chat's taking a while here. Give it this. Oh god, it's all lagging. Alright, scrolling up. And things. God, guys, what's going on here? How am I falling behind already? It's terrible. This stream makes me want a MauLer Gangs of New York. MauLer Gangs of New York. Oh, that'll work. Would I be the butcher? Or would I be Leonardo da Vinci? You know, I actually hit L3 to jump there, and then I was like, wait a minute. That's not how you do it in this game. You gotta double tap. Ugh. I think it was Dark Souls 3 that made that change, didn't it? Oh no, it was Dark Souls 2 and then Dark Souls 3 carried it over, I think. But yeah, I don't know what a MauLer Gangs New York looks like, but I am on board. Would stay and watch, but need to go see the Spoodermans. Have some money, Longoid, and fear the old blood. Or don't. You're your own person. Yeah, man, go have fun. This is a movie that a lot of people are seeing, which is kind of neat. Ow. That was not well timed. Man, this is like a great tutorial on how to parry. You do it like this. No, it's too late. And now I'm just getting beaten the fuck out. Listen, I'm flummoxed. You know, there was a time where I could play this game and not die. Oh. Now I got you. I have hoisted you by your own anus. Oh, it must have been so weird when people were first playing this game, like on streams and stuff, the grabbing of the anus, or at least it looks that way, right? Oh, hey. Give me back my souls. Bastard. Right, let's try this again. It went horribly wrong again. I didn't even tag more than one that time. Come on then. Where's the gunner? I want to get him first. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Okay, we got him. Now we just got the close quarters, guys. See? Told you, I can do stratagems. Where? I like how I'd have, like, more trouble here than with fucking Ludwig. I forget, like, how all these little interactions work. Also, I should probably get some upgrades already. We shall see. I will never be able to play this game, sad face. You play Halo Infinite? Wait, why are you never able to play this game? Too spooky? Because I think they're gonna eventually get this on PC, and if they do, ooh, you'll be seeing some streaming from me and Metal for sure. As for Halo Infinite, I've played a lot of the multiplayer. I played some with Fringy, J, and Metal today, actually. Go to Fringy's VODs, you'll actually see it if you wanna. As for the campaign, though, I still haven't done that. I've intended to. But man, I've just had so much stuff to do. A couple of IRL things as well. Why it's nice sometimes to just stop for a moment, chill, play a game you're familiar with, while winding down before a sleep. So, I hopefully will, because we're going to do an EFAP on the campaign, but I don't think that'll be until January now, because everyone's going to be super busy. Can you beat DSP's 60 Ludwig deaths record? No rage quit. He died to Ludwig 60 times, huh? I don't think that beats out Metal's record for Often, of course. The DSP's got to get on his level. Ouch. Oh, that's fucking lame. These ones are so floopy. Like, they're gangly, but also... Oh, I didn't get that on either. Oh. Oh, that wasn't enough full damage to kill him. Neat. He's so gangly, but like every hit is so heavy. It's just like, ew. Make sure we do this right. Eh. Alright, rats. Come gimme. We're gonna line them up. Well, hey. These guys can seriously fuck you up early game in like all of the Souls games. Gotta be careful. Next, please. But yeah, just saying, guys. Probably seen a lot of people who are pretty good at this game. But are they this good? Where they're like soloing the rats? I don't think anyone can really do this, just saying. Yeah, I can't remember what happened when I first fought Ludwig, or any of the bosses, really. I think I got Orphan of Kos on my third try, and I was like sure he was my favorite fight of like all of the Soulsborne games. Enjoying it so darn much. I kind of felt similar with the Soul of Cinder in Dark Souls 3. Like, he wasn't too difficult, but I loved fighting him. Ah. So rude. Hmm. No. Ooh. Oh, yeah. God, the range on that thing is so much more than you might expect. There you go. Still good. It's me, the theater working guy, and people seem happy with the Spooderman. Can't find home. By the way, favorite boss is Holy Blade of DLC. What was your favorite boss? Also, again, I work with good people. They hate Phase 4. Yeah, and it's cool to hear that people are enjoying Spider-Man. I can't imagine audiences not reacting a lot after seeing British audiences actually, like, emote. I was like, oh my god. It's breaking all the rules. But, the cool break. The neat break. The Phase 4 hatred for people you're working with, excellent. You know, I'm kidding, but it's still kind of funny to think about. Like, you all hate. Oh. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. That didn't work out. Come on. There you go. My favorite boss is the Orphan of Kos. With Maria making a quick sort of second place. She could get first place if we like tripled her health bar. Because my god, can that fight end quickly if you get the parries off and stuff. But yeah, actually I think if we could edit her to be less parryable, or to give her a lot more health, that would be my change. Because Orphan of Kos seems to have a lot more health than she does. Damn it. Just stay up here when you die, you selfish bastards. Okay, we'll go see him anyway. Eh. I feel like I've not found enough bloodstone shards at all. Also, how are we doing? Where are we? We're like... I think we're like 40 minutes of stream already? How did that happen? It's all so confusing. I'm sure people ask, but can you give non-spoiler thoughts on No Way Home? I think it's pretty strong considering how much is going on. Keep up the good work. I loved it. I think it's got a lot of problems. World building wise, we're almost catastrophic. One character is deeply assassinated almost several times. Plot has lots of floomps in it. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. But then on the plus side, got incredibly good character work with a lot of... We're juggling a shit ton. Oh no. Oh, I died? Wow. So it gets serious points for that, of course. So it's difficult to say right now. Though it's probably my favorite of all Spider-Man movies. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of this. But of course, we will break down as thoroughly as we can tomorrow. Well, today, actually. And, we'll let you guys know exactly what we think of each of the beats. Can't stay long, heading off to the cinema to see No Way Home. Wanted to catch it so I could watch you fine gentlemen cover it tomorrow. I appreciate you. Ah. Well, you'll get it just in time then, because I know there's going to be probably a big group of people who will watch us talk about it without seeing it, which, fine, it's completely up to you. We will do everything we can to deliver it as though you haven't seen it anyway. I know that, I know this from talking about the movie with people, that I'm gonna need to recant the events because a lot of people don't even remember certain things or missed certain things. With the amount of cheering in the audience, or laughter, or what have you, certain lines don't come through, certain bits and bobs, and I find that kind of interesting actually, but it can really change your perception of events. A friend I talked to didn't even notice what happened at the end in terms of Peter's choice. They didn't pick up that that's what the film was saying. So it's really interesting to see like what can happen. But yeah, we'll give you the full description and the full breakdown. It's gonna be weird, it'll be the first film in EFAP's history where we have to break it down while also reminding everybody of context from different franchises. Like, I mean, I guess we've kind of done stuff like that before, but not quite, you know? Not bloody quite. Hello, MauLer. Thank you for all your videos. Thank you for all your videos, Star Wars. I recently rewatched the Not So Great Debate with Wolf. You helped me through my divorce. Thank you. Oh, man. Well, absolutely, if any of that sort of thing can help you through events like that. Not So Great Debate. That was, you know, that was like I'd known Wolf for like a week or something. And, he was just messaging me, like, I'm debating a guy about how good TLJ is or whatever, and I was like, really? He was like, yeah, you could join us, and I was like, oh boy, I guess so. And I remember joining the Discord and just being like, oh no, what am I in for? And, that conversation was something else, you know? It was a weird time, but, it ended up being like almost a foundation, like a funny thing that happened that we ended up going forward with. In terms of just hanging out and stuff. Me and Wolf got on well quite quickly. It's surprising in a way, because we can both be very antagonistic. I guess in a sense that's what, got us connected in a way. Also, did I just use this for no reason at all? I think I did. Central Yarnum. Hope you have a fun weekend, MauLer. May the good blood guide your way. Oh, I think so. We got the EFAP stream, and then I'm doing another one that I'm particularly interested in. On the Monday, Sunday. It would be Fringy's Monday. But yes, the blood will guide the way. Where did I die last? It was the creepy, weird things on the floor, wasn't it? So I'm gonna go back there. Because they have me bloody echoes. Bastards. Oh, there's some people in here, isn't there? Some stuff. Ah! Always forget you exist. That's alright, because I got my blood back. Frenzy, man. What a mechanic. I almost want another Bloodborne just to explore it further. All of it. Bloodborne's got some cool ideas. It's funny, when I write about a movie, it's like the script in reverse. ever feel that? Do you mean like when you review a movie, it's like writing a movie but in reverse, or... When you say writing the script? When I write about a movie, it's like the script in reverse. Not sure exactly what you mean. You kind of reverse engineer what they're doing. If that's what you mean, I totally get you and agree. Because, you know, if like you're the writer and you're like, I want to portray that the character has decided to not go home because it's raining. And you're like, I guess I'll have him say, oh no, it's raining. Guess I'm not going home. And you're like, no, I want to be more subtle. So you show that he's like kind of jazzed, and then he looks outside and he's sad. Sees the rain, and so he closes the door and goes back in. You know, to, I don't know, wherever he is. Fucking bus stop. There's a door to this bus stop. And so you as a viewer are like, oh yeah, he's decided not to go home because it's raining, while some other viewer would be like, what? No. What about? He's not going home because he's just depressed in general. It's got nothing to do with the rain. And so you're talking about it that way? As you look at all your references, you try and look at the character and you try and figure out what the writer did, so then you can reverse engineer the point they were trying to make, which they had started with, and then converted it into like subtle messaging, while you take the subtle messaging and repurpose it back into an actual just point. Which is why these processes, I guess you could say, run parallel, but require different skills. I think that the sad part of it all is just that the critique part, or at least breaking stuff down and stuff, is just seen as a lesser skill because it's not creating. When I would just go as far as saying, like, we know it's creating, because everyone prefers certain creators doing it to others. They're all creating different forms of art. They all do it in different ways, with different speeds, paces, tones, and jokes and references, and... I mean, you know, it's crazy to think, but, like, there was probably more storytelling involved with it back in the Channel Awesome days. But they made, like, skits so cringe that no one ever wants to do it again. But it's interesting when I see them pop up in, like, I don't know, a H-Bomber Guy video. But, like, they're deliberately cringe, and so it doesn't have the same shelf life. Like, it has a much longer one. Interesting thing about it. Gotcha, bitch. Alright, this is all just so we can kill the weird flumps down here and get my souls back, right? Oh god, that probably nearly killed me. Ah. Now, which one of you has my souls? It's you, Mrs. Belvedere. No. Oh, look at that, guys. 3,700 echoes. I am rich. I'm gonna buy all of the blood. Oh. Also, drop all your vials. I need them. Oh my god, Tross was 2 years ago. What a journey it's been. It's nuts to think about, man. It's all phases. And I realized, I actually had this thought recently. I was like, you know, with everything that's coming out, everything I'm making, and plans for the future, of which I have many, that will represent, like, many eras to come sort of thing for this channel, I was like, man, I really am still in the very early years of MauLer as, like, a set of goals and expectations and stuff. Even though, relative to audience members who came in with, the TLJ rant, feels like we passed a big portion of the, maybe even the early and mid and late eras. That's the thing, like, the focus is, I have so many more things I'm looking forward to doing. Star Wars was just one of them. Because imagine how much terrible stuff is to come out, and how much great stuff is to come out. Hot damn, it's been over 3 years. Feel old. Also, your highlight videos are privated, not unlisted. Just checked. RIP. I'll have a look at that. I can't remember if I did that for a reason or not. I'll have to check if I've got any notes or anything for it. But, yeah, man, 36 years. exactly 36 years ago, that would have been... We're on EFAB episode like 16... Is it 165? Yeah. So we probably would have been on EFAB episode 15 when members started happening. I don't know if... Because I know we enabled them a little bit later, so yeah. Obviously, thanks, man, for being a member for 3 years. That's fucking... really supportive and schnizzle. Appreciate you. You're a Cosmic Chicken worshipper. I can't remember if how the tiers work exactly with the members, but... Beautiful. MauLer play Dark Souls 2 again. We are considering doing something like that eventually. Some kind of anniversary thing. I'll have to check when I even release those videos. Because they came before the TLJ ran, right? Think? Means they would have been 2016 or 17? Which means a 5-year anniversary will be coming up, which is something. Hey MauLer, love your channel and the amazing community you've built with EFAP. Perhaps you can return to Jared Genesis one day. Also, if you've seen No Way Home, describe it in one word. Thanks for all your work. One word. Oh, is it too lame to just say fun? Because I have so much fun. I like watching movies and having fun. Yeah, I think if I only get one word, I'm going to use fun. Because don't want to use a word that too poorly encompasses what I think of the quality of the writing in it, you know? At least not until you get at least 10 hours of me talking about it. Then I'll do that. I can be like, hey, if you want contact, here you go. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't rule out potential coverage of different things we've done in the past, but I mean, as far as I know, Jared has moved to Odyssey. That's what a Super Chat said before. So I hope he's doing alright. And thank you very much. Oh man, I haven't seen that in ages where they like kill themselves by accident when he lights the thing. I used to see it all the time, but like if you check all my streams of this as of recently, it doesn't happen very often. Which is sad. Also, I'm gonna have to... I forgot the insight thing, right? I'm gonna need to grab something from this room over here. I've forgotten. I think it's one of the... It's like an eye or something. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure I remember what to do. Hey MauLer, I'm currently watching through your Dark Souls 2 critique series for the 5th time. I'd love it in podcast form. Your work is amazing. Podcast form? You mean like audio only, or... Because, my god, I assume... Something I considered was releasing them all as one big video, which, by the way, I'm considering doing with TFA once it's all done. The idea being that I can recut parts of it to better flow, chop out, like, the bigger ending credits of different ones. Maybe even replace some visuals that are a bit busted, or, correct mistakes that I've noticed in retrospect, sort of thing. There's a lot of things I wouldn't mind doing there, and it would just be, once all 6 parts are out, then it would come out as one big thing, which could very well be like a 15-hour video, but wouldn't it be fun to see it in that way? And it's like a form of remastering it too. But at least then as well, you can just, for anybody who wants that in audio only, they can convert... Oh, there you go, Madman's Knowledge, nice. They can convert that one video then, instead of like the whole series of the DS2 ones. It's a bit late for the DS2 ones for me to do that, because I'm so far away from the context of those videos that I don't even know. Like, some people to this day will be like, I think you were wrong about blah blah blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I don't, like, my knowledge of DS2 is completely evaporated. It's kind of insane. I was very passionate, briefly. But I suppose that works the same way for all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of things I don't forget about TLJ, but there is a lot of things I have as well. And I feel like we all do this. Like, you know, obviously Tross is worse than TLJ, and it's like, I don't know, man. Pretty much every scene in TLJ is busted. And sometimes we kind of assume, like, oh, stupid space race and dumb counterbite and Luke. Like, there's a lot more. It's just that Tross was newer. And to be fair, TFA, like, you know, can you really say which is the worst? The ongoing battle. Oh, that was good. Would you consider finishing Hollow Knight when the Silk Song comes out? Also, will Shad be on tomorrow's EFAP? So, Silk Song, is that the sequel? Or is that a DLC? Because, well, I'm just curious about that in general, but either way, Ooh. Either way, probably not. I'm just so busy right now that I don't know. I wouldn't want to promise anything in terms of... Why are these guys so mean? I'm just trying to kill them. Oh. Slicing each other up, man. But I would assume that Metal and Fringy might be interested in doing them if you want to see someone in the EFAP circles playing them. It won't be me, at least for now. But I got some big IRL life things changing in the next months that go by, specifically the about 3 to 4. So I'm able to sort all of that out without too many hiccups. I'm going to start making a lot more plans in general and schedules, probably, especially with how many schedules I got to deal with because of being on so many shows, you know. Like a fool. I have spread myself rather thin. But still think I'm more than able to get stuff out, and I'm going to try and get even more. It's going to be fun. Also, I need to pop more at once. There you go. Will Shad be on tomorrow's EFAP? I'm afraid not. We were actually... when I spoke to him about the film, I was already stacked to 8 people. And then I forgot a person that I'd invited as well. And I was like, Jesus Christ, we're at 9. Which is... the 10 is the cap for Discord, but... I didn't even want to have that many. But the thing is, we made it work with Resident Evil 8. I feel like we can make this work with a movie. So, you know, stay tuned. Who knows what's going to happen. The new Cortana is really frustrating. I chalk it up to being poorly written. I await your EFAP with great anticipation. I've not even played it yet, but... is she called the something? The weapon? Or something like that? The gun? I can't remember what Fringy and Metal were talking about, but I've heard people complaining about it.
Very well.
Oh, give me that health.
Farewell, good hunt.
I ain't going nowhere. Okay, I kind of am, actually. Alright, chat. Who we killing first? Gascoigne or Cleric Beast? Which one do you want to see dead first? I have to load up new chat, aren't I? Oh dear, I'm so far behind. Alright, wait for it to catch up, I guess. Always go to the loading point anyway. I think I find Gascoigne harder, but I'm gonna go with whatever's voted. Yep. Gascoigne, Cleric, Cost. I don't think that's gonna work. Beast, Gascoigne, Beast, Gascoigne, Gascoigne, Cleric. Really? How we locking here? Cleric, 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 Beast, the Beast. Alright, looks like it's Cleric. The Cleric Beast has got the votes. Why? Okay. Where are we here? There we go. Hello, MauLer. I meant to send this message on the first super chat. Your makeshift plushie looks amazing. I hope you're doing well, sir. Oh, that's great to hear, man. And yeah, I'm doing well. Just happily doing a chill right now. That way, you guys. And I'm really happy with how those plushies turned out. Me and Rags are both very much pleased. We're already going to be sorting out designs for the next set, which is likely going to be a me, Rags, and Fringy one. That'll come perhaps at a similar time of year as the last. And I imagine the following year we'll do a Halloween set, and then the following year we'll do a Christmas set, and then probably another normal set, and then I will have run out of ideas for what I'm supposed to do. But that is okay, because by then, you will all have suggested things that you wouldn't mind us seeing, I suppose. And I just think they're a really cool idea, and the strong quality. But yeah, it'd be really fun. A MauLer Gangs of New York game would be legit meta. Summon a Rags or Kami Inu to aid in battles. Definitely a longman butcher type slasher. I mean, I ain't saying no. That sounds pretty cool. Oh, I was supposed to upgrade my weapon. No, wait. When do you have to unlock that? I can't remember. Mr. Cleric Beast, I'm thinking about things and you're being abusive. I don't like it. Take this. Oh. Guys, he's reeing very loudly. Dude, isn't that reason enough, by the way, to get another Bloodborne, the soundtrack? That alone. I feel we deserve it at that point. No, you don't. I don't know if that helped or not. Oh, I'm just chunking at him. Give me that stamina back. Hey. Supposed to let me flawless you in front of chat, so I look cool. No. No. Uh-oh. Forgot what that means. Where he does like a little... God, he's just a pile of goomp, isn't he? Alright, I'm gonna nail this. Not that, I meant this. Eh. Hey, that did kind of hit him, actually. Nice. Things are happening, everyone. Gotcha. Oh, we got bullets, too. I got him now. Alright, let's go back, because I can't remember if I could upgrade my weapons yet. I think I can. Shows how good my memory is. You see No Way Home yet? Yes. You're gonna get a long breakdown of it tomorrow. In fact, that'd be today. 12 hours plus 3.5 hours, 15.5 hours until the EFAP begins. See why I was saying, like, I'm gonna need to go to sleep soon. Fortify weapons. Oh. There you go. You see? It's all looking good now, ain't it? I'll easily take on Gascogony.
Welcome. What is it?
Gasciogny. Could you invite YouTuber Never Knows Best? Help him out? Maybe some point. Don't know who that is. We have a very specific way of having people jump on. It's an attempt to make it as natural as possible. Whoever the person is, maybe it'll happen someday. Maybe not. Who knows? We're actually having a new guy on tomorrow as well. Should be a bit of fun. Alright, we'll take our Molotovs for gas. Quagnag. Won't be good, I'd imagine. Wouldn't mind some of the other stuff. The oil, I think, but that means I'd have to look around even more. We're not doing that, are we? MauLer, I got your plushie today. Merry Christmas, you long man. Hey. I like that they've arrived in time for such times. Beautiful. Any thoughts on getting into politics on a separate channel or debating Vorsh in the future? I don't know what I would have any interest in debating him on. I don't think that highly of a lot of... I think Fringy has said this before, but we don't think that highly of any of the politics channels, really. It's such a fruitless endeavor a lot of the time. It seems much more self-serving when it's a department that you should probably have the most advocation for, like, doing things, if like IRL things, politically and stuff. It all seems a little bit cynical, I guess, more so than movie reviewing, which I find to be much lower stakes and, in a sense, more enjoyable, because I can just review some movies. I went the wrong way. Instead of being, like, stressed out at how the world is being destroyed because of this, that, or the other, and then having to debate people in live formats about whether or not the solution to said problems are blah blah blah. There's a lot of responsibility there that you need to be careful about, and yeah, like I said, I would just rather talk about movies. I enjoy talking a bit of politics here and there. Stitch and Adam is a good outlet and stuff. I much prefer talking about, like, the fundamental ideas rather than signing up with any political party. I think you guys would probably have noticed that. It's part of what motivates me to do movie reviews instead, because individual ideas often pop up. And I think some people tend to, like, be like, oh, if you like this movie, you're probably politically this. And if you like this movie, you're probably politically this. And when it's just like, ugh. I'd rather just talk about the idea of failure as the greatest teacher and how to execute it. I don't need to be told I'm right-wing or left-wing for it. I find it all so tiresome. But yeah, I like to dip the old toe every once in a while. I'm like the reverse of a lot of political streamers where they probably do politics constantly. And every once in a while, they review a movie. There you go, I'll debate Vorsh on No Way Home. I'll fuck him up. He'll have the wrong take. Oh. Ow. Gotcha. These guys can be tough as well. But I've upgraded my health and my sword. My cleaver. So it's much easier. Did it. Also, I'm pretty sure Rags is, like, just finished watching No Way Home, by the way. Right in time for the fappins. It's all leading to that. The ultimate payoff of us talking about the man who was bitten by a spider. I see movies for free at work on weekends, so I'll wait for Spooderman. Oh, yeah, I mean, fair enough. Good stuff. EFAP movies, all the Grinch films. I don't know if we would do that, but I don't know that I'm necessarily against turning, especially the Jim Carrey one. I forget who made that movie. Directed, I mean. I can't remember. No Way Home ending thoughts? I thought it was a big ol' thumbs up. I think it's top-notch excellence. Mwah. Beautiful. At least for character. More on that tomorrow. Hey MauLer, finished Infinite campaign yet? Hi, no Rags. No, I haven't even started yet. I do intend to. We'll have to see how that goes. This is a daily reminder to watch Arcane. Hi, Rags. Hi, Rags, indeed. And as for Arcane, me and Fringy watched another episode of Kingdom, so we're getting there, right? We're pushing along. We're getting there. Gonna happen. I'm having a lot of fun with Kingdom. We just, neither of us have a lot of free time as well. There's more stuff going on. Hey, you're spamming. Stop it. Cheating. Alright, guys. Am I gonna win? Yes or no? This fight. Expect you believe in me. I'm gonna assume all of you are saying you would definitely win. In which case, I now have all the pressure in the world. Ow. As long as he doesn't switch weapons successfully... No. Oh, he did. Fuck's sake. I like keeping him stuck in, like, phase 1 well into transferring into phase 3. It's cool. Oh. Eat this, bitch. Oh. I said, eat this, bitch. Hey, that worked. Okay, eat this. No, 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 no. I didn't say you could do that. Also, wow, I lost focus on him. Was I out of range? Why did that happen? I'm genuinely not sure about that. Oh god, I just annihilated him. I guess going. I said Cleric Beast was easier? I'm not sure anymore. This is hard to say, okay, guys? Jeez. Also, will there be an EFAP episode on it? On the Halo Infinite campaign, yes. There shall. I can't tell you exactly when, but yes, that is the intention, anyway. What I meant was I was writing a Boromir video and I was like, oh, this could be what Tolkien or the movie writers were writing, but it's, but in reverse. Yeah, like you think about... I did have that moment with Lord of the Rings myself, when I started noticing Aragorn, Theoden, and Boromir's arcs. I was like, wait a minute. Are we doing redemption and man, and we're saying a lot about what man has the capacity for? I mean, I go over this in TFA Part 3, I think, but I loved spotting it, and I think that's what the writer was going for. Could be wrong, but that's fine. Rank MCU characters like you did the Game of Thrones characters. That's complicated, though, because with every entry, they change. I suppose we didn't do it when Game of Thrones... Did Game of Thrones end by the time we did it? I think so. And so it's like a matter of us basically being like the damage done. I can't remember if we did it halfway through or not. But the point is, the MCU ranking is complicated. Like I said, right now we've got the Guardians and Spider-Man. Doctor Strange is out now, I'm afraid. And then Thor is a big question mark, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm not a fan of basically everybody else. MauLer, I'm drunk, and I love you, long man. Lots of hearts. Well, thank you very much. It's very kind. I appreciate that. It's also very cute. MauLer, have you ever watched Templin Institute? I have no idea what Templin Institute is. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Afraid? Hi MauLer. I had a question about your process when you're doing research on a movie or show to critique. Do you take notes moment by moment, or do you compile your thoughts once the credits start? This is different for everything. Like, it can always change, but let's take Black Widow. I saw that from start to finish first, and then second watch through, I would play until I have something to write, and then pause. Then rewind, let's say 10 seconds, and play. And then pause every time I have a thought. It's a process that takes a long time, but it's how I've done it with a lot of my movie reviews, and it just allows me to comb through. And what I write down is usually just a thought, and then I start trying to compile them. I think I've said this to people before, but like, you know, if it's a soundtrack issue, a plot issue, a character issue, a blah blah blah, like I usually put them into sections. But then of course there's still a decision to be made about whether or not I will highlight that when I'm chronologically breaking it down, or I'll highlight that in the conclusion, like whatever floor I've just asserted. Like, a good example would be stupid Roman Tombombombelov's daughter whose head isn't on her body properly. What we would think about doing with something like that is like, do I bring that up when she's introduced? Do I bring that up when she reveals herself? Or do I bring that up in her conclusion? And I decided it flowed the best while being in the conclusion part of his sort of section. And, you know, some of that can be tough, but then you refine that. It almost builds itself a little bit, the script, when you go chronological. You try and inject some jokes here and there, keeping your references a little bit more varied instead of sticking just to the movie you're talking about. But I find with the Unbridled series, they tend to stick to just the subject. You know, sometimes it's just a way of adding some spice and flair. Yeah, and then when you reach the conclusion, you just summarize the main points. Just like, what does the plot look like at that point, and what have you said about all of it? And is there anything that's still working about some of this stuff? And obviously the more I talked about Black Widow, the more I realized it was a garbage fire. Which is, of course, unfortunate. But, I don't know, what can you do? It is what it is. Then, yeah, just redraft. You end up creating that little script. You record it, cut all that audio, get all the best takes. Then you start adding your visuals, and you take forever. Because getting them all right is a nightmare. But, hopefully that is kind of what you were looking for. I'm glad you enjoyed it, but for me, Spundo didn't stick the landing at all. It started out very well, but overall, it's massively disappointed. I'm massively disappointed. Hi, MauLer. Hello! It's interesting, I've been hearing more people say that they were, very unhappy with the former, the first half, and that the second half is what they liked. People saying, like, the pacing was off in the first half and stuff. We're gonna talk about that. But I mean, for me, I was into it for the whole thing. I felt like they paced it out real well. But pacing is a bit of a strange beast. Everyone seems to take away different things. So I suppose there's some things that people sort of tend to agree on about whether or not it's paced well. They come up here and there. So have we got any more, y'all got any more of them upgrades? Damn. I think there's quite a few in Old Yharnam, so I'll be good. And we're gonna want more Molotovs. You know, I like using Molotovs on the gross boy with the gross poisony boy. I forget, but Bloodstaff Beast. That's it. But I don't like using pungent blood cocktails. I feel like they kind of ruin it. For lack of a better term, like it makes the fight, like Molotovs feel much more dynamic. Also, hey, that's bullshit. How you doing? How you doing there? You're beautiful. You know that? Beautiful. Where are we? Man. Rolled up so far. Okay. Hey MauLer, any updates on the Force Awakens series or any other Star Wars related content? My updates have converted now into I am working and you will get things. Not as any form of punishment, I just don't like to tell people what I'm working on and then struggle with something or work on something else temporarily and then people get confused or have expectations or want deadlines. It's just like, don't worry, I'm working real hard every day. I will probably post timelines the closer we get to completion on this video I'm working on. But for now, a video is being worked on. It's gonna be a big boy. You may or may not recognize it as part of a series. You may or may not recognize the content, the subject. Who knows? Don't want to promise anything. But it will be as good as my work usually is. I'm just pulling out all my stops on it. Looking forward to getting it out, to showing you it. I've actually shown Fringy the first major portion of it. Ah yes, please, more Jared coverage. The surprise review from episode 100 absolutely made my entire weekend. The man is an EFAP treasure and I miss him. Yeah, when he said that garbage is unrealistic, that Sid would be a garbage man because that's a job for black people. It was like, what? Oh, Jared. Mr. Genesis. Oh. I feel like I'm gonna die. I think this is like a echo stuff. Ah! That was not worth it. I don't even need cocktails. You know what? Let's throw a cocktail at the doggo. Oh, every time, if you guys can see the animations, just as I'm about to throw the Molotov. Again, Jesus. This is the pain of Soulsborne games and stuff like that. surprised that worked. Stop. Stop. By the way, health build in Bloodborne, especially for a beginner, it's just the way you should play. The damage is so good anyway, and then you get to, like, survive all of your mistakes. See, I defeated them with skill. Exclusively skill. Love you, man. Still saying that people are getting tricked by the Borderlands and Bioshock visuals of Arcane. Maybe. Do you think there's nothing else going on? Because with the amount of people praising it, I have to assume they've done something with the writing, because I don't know that just visuals can get that kind of praise. But then again, Bioshock Infinite is a good example of that, so... maybe. Maybe. Love the gaming streams. Hope you're well, and have a great Christmas. You too. I enjoy them too. I was about to say my alone time. And I was like, I guess, I don't know how this would be referred to. My chill with just the audience time. Gary does them like once or twice a week. I'm like, man, I should do them more often. They're quite fun. Not to say that I don't thoroughly enjoy hanging out with all my friendos as well. It's just a different experience, isn't it? Well, don't you know that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is bad because he will never be his own individual because the MCU can't wean off Tony's decrepit teat? I fucking hate the Iron Boy argument. Yeah, I know, same. It doesn't make him a lesser person or character. And if the criticism is that he relies on Tony, it's super interesting to me, and Fringy and a lot of the, when we talk so much about like writing and stuff, it's like, why is that bad? Seems like everyone's agreed that a person who relies on their mentor for advice or help is just like a bad thing. It'd be like, well, in comparison to a character that doesn't need that, I want him to have more agency. I'm like, man, I think if you watch his movies, he has a shit ton of agency. He's the protagonist, and he guides all of the events in all of his movies. I thought it was really cool to have a Spider-Man mentored by Iron Man. I think that's fucking awesome. We got it, and now something else has happened. But what he's learned from Iron Man, Mysterio, Vulture, Fury, just teamwork with the Avengers, May, and presumably anyone else in his life. It's all still there. Means a lot, I think. But the whole Uncle, the Iron Boy Jr. Well, Iron Man Jr., Iron Boy. Those are the two. They got combined up into Iron Boy Jr., which doesn't make any sense. I do enjoy saying Uncle Boy back. It amuses me. Because it's just highlighting that the criticism itself is very strange. That if his uncle were his mentor, or at least the one that he sourced a lot of values, and there's no reason that can't be Tony in a different universe, you know? And Tony's tech only puts Spider-Man in particular positions. It's still up to Spider-Man to make all the decisions he makes and do all the actions he does. I really like watching him do his thing. I think first half of Arcane was written by different people. It gets pretty ridiculous. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to checking it out at some point, with all you guys talking about it. Hey MauLer, ever gonna do a second run of the plushies? Drinker needs a friend, and I missed the first run. Yeah, we're already gonna be trying to figure out exactly what the second run's gonna be like. So, and dude, the fans voted for that for sure. I know a lot of people might have missed out, so we'll just do them by generation. We'll have a first set and a second set and a third set, and that'll be the end of it, because EFAB will be destroyed at that point, because Earth will be invaded by maybe Galactus. I don't know. Why not? It'd be so funny if just like some planet-eating entity that looks like Galactus from the comics and stuff just turns up and he's like, I eat planets, I'm eating yours. And we like to fire missiles and stuff, it doesn't do anything, it just eats us. We're like, wow, that was the end? Really? That's how it all turned out? Alright. I guess, you know, life can be weird. I started reading a manga called Kingdom and kept waiting for the zombies to show up, and I was very confused for a bit. Turns out my assumption was that the show was an adaptation was completely false. Oh, right. Because I think some people told me as well that the kingdom I was talking about is one of several kingdoms, like in terms of show and movies and stuff, which doesn't surprise me. So, as names go, you know, you could see it apply to a lot of stuff. I just thought it was really funny, like, that someone could end up watching one of the other kingdoms and being like, where's the zombies? But yeah, Kingdom's neat. I recommend. And whatever you were reading, hopefully that was good anyway. Even if it wasn't quite what you were looking for. Now, I think if we can just upgrade my weapon just one more time, that should be enough to try and take out the Bloodstaff Beast. And if we can do that, that's probably where I'll end the stream. It's quite nice. But even if not, we'll probably end it anyway. Just told my spouse you were talking about doing another plushie, and I literally saw manly tears of joy come out of his eyes. You made his day. Really? Well, yeah, I'm glad people liked him so much. Because I've got quite a few, rags ones. I'm gonna give them out to some of me family. They're cuddly, you know how it goes. And I feel like, a next run could just be fun opportunities to create all different kinds of plushies and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad he's got manly tears pouring out. That's a good sign. Shows he has a heart. Strong, manly heart. Oh, we're lagging again. Hang on. That will update any second now. Ooh. There we go. There. I'm MauLer, big fan of you and the Critical Drinker. How did you guys meet / start talking? I think I mentioned this on the open bar recently, but I could have sworn the first video I saw from him was sent by someone telling me this guy is defending, like, Ray or something. And I was like, okay. And I clicked it, and I was like, this is just ironic. He's not actually doing it. He's joking. I think that's what Drinker did for a little while. He was making, like, parody videos. Or videos where he was, like, making points by using reverse logic. I think there's a channel that does that all the time. Like, Bad Writing Advice, I think, is what does that. I was like, this guy's kind of fun. And, I started watching more of the different things he was putting out. And it was becoming clear what his point of view was, if you know what I mean. Like, it weren't in favor of Ray, let's put it that way. And then I think I just sent him a message on Twitter or something. I was like, come hang out. And he was like, oh my god. So I think he'd watched my channel before then as well. Like, this is gonna be sweet. And to think, this much longer later, he ends up making his open bar, which already feels like a fixture. A nice little thing. But I will say, the more streams that get created, the less opportunities we have to do all these different recordings and stuff, which is totally fine. I'm just saying that I miss doing more of them. They're fun. That's the price of covering more topics and making more content for y'all. So it's a fun experience, fun time. I think everybody's gonna have their own stream at some point. Their own podcast. It is kind of nuts that EFAP's been going for so long, honestly. I'm not sure how long it should go for before I would be like, how in the fuck is this possible? But like, plenty of podcasts end up going for like thousands of episodes, so... It's not like it's super special in that regard. I just didn't expect it to go for this long. And I guess what I would have thought would stop it would be like, if Rags just, you know, needed more time to do other things. But he's seems to be very comfortable with the show, as am I. And as is Fringy. So it's funny because sometimes you think like, oh, so how long will it go for? It's like, guys, we could be doing this till I'm like super old. Until I'm like Gary's age. 1,000,003. But, you know, and you know, we will have all kinds of guests, including Drinker, for a long time. I think his open bar is actually going to be all about Spooderman the following Thursday. Yeah. That'll be fun too. Alright. Now we gotta try and run through this whole area without dealing with anything, because I want to try and get to the blood-starved beast. Don't scream at me. It's very rude. Ooh. Shout out to all the big... no. Oh, come on. Shout out to all the big lesbians and lesnoids. Can I get a what are y'all talking about? Spoken Drago? What in the world am I reading there? Sorry, I'm trying to run around while doing it. No kill. I'm innocent. A friendly neighborhood spider blood. Get this one open first. Consider it insurance. Oh, there. Okay, so it says, can I get a what are you talking B tier fucking Drago for the Sassy the Sasquatch fans in the audience? I'm so beyond lost. I don't understand what's happening with that one. Also, I just got an alert that I don't know. I didn't recognize that sound. Is something running out of battery? Oh, yeah. My phone's running out of battery. That's fine. We'll take care of you in a bit. Yeah, I don't recognize the reference. I'm sorry. Seen a lot of people praise the new Spundo movie for the strangest reasons. They finally fixed Spider-Man is a big praise that I've seen. Yeah, you're not gonna see me and Fringy and Jay, or Rags, I'd imagine. I haven't spoken to him yet. Agreeing with that. This has been what we assumed the arc was gonna be for the longest time. We were saying that this trilogy is basically arguing what does it take to turn a little boy who's just grown up in the world of heroes, what does it take to turn him into Spider-Man? Because I don't actually... I get a little bit confused sometimes. It's just like, he's just a little boy, he's not a man. It's like, yeah, he's like a kid. And we're watching a kid be a superhero. Which is tough. He's obviously had to learn some incredibly harsh lessons. And... I don't know about you guys, but, man, at the end of this film, that is... He's come quite a long way, and I don't know that you can remove Homecoming or Far From Home and maintain how strong this arc has been. To give you, like, an idea... Right, there you go, that's open too. Good stuff. If we take what I assume they did with Peter, which is, with great power comes great responsibility. You'll be hearing me say this tomorrow, by the way. That's like a core. He's aware of this. And then he gets all the stuff happen. And so he says it in different words to Tony because he's internalized it. And that's his way of saying it, which is, if the bad stuff happens when you're there and you could have stopped it, then it's happening because of you. Which is a variation. But Homecoming has us watch him fall into wanting the rewards of heroism. And that's not why we do good acts. We don't do good acts for the rewards it gains us, or the prestige, or the labels. It's the acts themselves. And so, running with that... might actually be what I need for, dude! God, you're so Tis me. Oh. I love how it's a staircase, you can't get to the thing. Homecoming has it so that he does all that fame and glory stuff, but then he loses all of that and continues doing the good deed. As far as he knows, becoming an Avenger is off the table. And he does it because it's the right thing to do. And then he's offered the prestige and he declines it. Really good. And then there was idiots saying that Infinity War went back on that by making him an Avenger, when that's not the case. He didn't do a good act to become an Avenger, which is what Homecoming's about. He instead defended the world against space alien attacks, and thus had earned the title of Avenger. That's what happens in that movie. Avenger isn't an award, it's just a reality, and that's what Tony makes clear. He's like, you're an Avenger now. Like, that's just how it works. Far From Home has him wondering what it means to be a hero that's taking on after the death of Tony Stark. Kind of like, he's lost a lot of what made him feel safe and secure, and is he supposed to take Stark's place? Which is something they played with for a little bit. Oh jeez. Concentrate a little bit for this, but so yeah, that's happening. And obviously he learns in Far From Home, it isn't about comparing yourself with other heroes. It isn't about living up to some ideal. You're never gonna do that. It's about doing the right thing, being the hero in the here and the now because you can and should. Like, you have that power. And be comparing yourself. And so now we've got first film, like, don't do it for glory. Second film, don't do it to compare with someone else. Third film is about realizing that we don't do good deeds because they're easy. They're fucking harsh. And so that shouldn't put you off doing them as well. Like, just because they have bad results, which is something that happens a whole bunch in a certain TV show that I often advocate for. I feel like that gets summarized by Goblin specifically, who is absolutely the villain of No Way Home. And I feel like the Spider-Men in that film are battling with Goblin for Tom's soul, in a sense. Because killing, like, essentially surrendered prisoners sort of thing, so it's a bad move and shouldn't be done. But you can forget that when it's so hard not to. And so you combine all of those lessons, which are all extensions of with great power comes great responsibility. And we've got this child who's been given so many really harsh lessons that have turned him now into what I would consider a pretty seasoned superhero who is a man. And it's really awesome, and I'm really happy with what they've done, and I don't even care if we get a really shitty next set of movies for Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man. I feel like we got this trilogy, and it's a really great little story. Also, Bloodstaff Beast is dead, and I almost died. Ooh. Give my health then. There we go. Not that it matters, because we were pretty much going to stop it around here. Here's a somewhat harmless drunktism. Thanks to you and the rest of EFAP crew and guests, I'm currently going down the rabbit hole that is EFAP content. Might take a minute, but I'll get there eventually. Well, hope you have fun. It is quite the rabbit hole. All the meme faps are a great way for new massives to get acquainted. Also, hi rags. I figured they might be a little bit harder to get into, you know? Because they might be things you don't understand, but we do end up trying to remember what the contexts were, and we sort of talk about them, so that work out. But glad to hear people enjoy those. We enjoy making them. Hey MauLer, I just wanted to let you know that I'm watching Far From Home right now for preparation for No Way Home. All hail the dawn. Hope you have fun. I was assured dying is the easy part. Yeah, How are you awake? Well, I'll be heading to sleep soon enough. Where are we here? I'm assuming, oh, it's Friday Night Tights ended. Well, a good time for me to end as well, isn't it? The time of sleep for the entire world. There we are. The Kingdom I read is pretty good. It's about the first unification of China based on how real history went. It's only halfway done at 703 chapters. Well, hey, good stuff. Even if you accidentally end up with something else when you were aiming for another thing, you know, it's all good if it goes that way. Hope you're having fun. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I quite like the Bloodstuff Beast fight, even though it's super floopy as well. It's all... he glimps around, you know. Hi MauLer, glad to catch you live. Thanks for all the streams and whatnot. Thank you for checking them out. No problem. Nice pants. Good night. I mean, they're a little bit bloodstained right now, but that's okay. If it rains, they'll get all cleaned. That's how that works. Going to show Rags, by the way, and will be EFAP movies. Oh, going to show Rags BTVS. Oh yes. Oh yes. There'll be EFAP minis. Well, they might have their own specific name because that's going to be a big project. And yeah, that's me caught up. I'm actually surprised I managed to do that. I was falling behind quite significantly. But as you guys can tell, this is the way I was talking. I had to go to sleep. But it's been fun. I should do these more often. They're entertaining little forays into the world of strumbling with chat. Though yeah, because we did do the BioShock ones not long ago. Did a bit of Jurassic Park. I'll try and do Halo Infinite. We'll play it all together while having a chat. But until then, I suppose I shall say good night. Thank you all for hanging out. Sleep well. And, I'll see you soon enough for the EFAP, which that is in 15 hours. Around about that. So see you then, folks. Good night.